Cloning vectors. This topic is taken from the chapter of biotechnology principles and processes. So we have already understood about the restriction enzyme as the tool of recombinant DNA technology as well as the gel electrophoresis. So cloning vectors are the DNA molecule that carry the foreign DNA segment and replicate inside the host cell. So plasmids and bacteriophages are commonly used as cloning vectors. The most commonly used cloning vectors are plasmid and bacteriophage because both of them have the ability to replicate because they can produce more copy number within the bacterial cells. Both of these have the ability to replicate within the bacterial cell independent of the chromosomal DNA. Both plasmid as well as bacteriophage can create more copy number within the bacterial cells independent of the chromosomal DNA. Bacteriophages have high copy number of genome within the bacterial cell. If you want the high copy number of genome, then you should choose a vector which supports the high copy number. So bacteriophage has a high copy number of genome. Plasmids may have 1 to 2 copy number of 15 to 100 copy number per cells. Plasmids can have the 1 to 2 copy number up to 15 to 100 copy numbers per cell. So if foreign DNA is linked to these vectors, then it is multiplied to the number equal to the copy number of vector. So if the foreign DNA is linked to the vectors like plasmid or bacteriophage, then it is multiplied to the number equal to this copy number. The following are the features that are required to facilitate cloning into a vector. So first one is origin of replication. This is a sequence from where replication starts, and any piece of a DNA when linked to this sequence can be made to replicate within the host cell. So if it is the sequence from where the replication starts. So origin of replication is the main sequence from where the replication starts, copying starts. Consider this is a plasmid, and if we link the DNA to the plasmid, how many copies are formed to this linked DNA depends mainly on the origin of replication. So the number of copies formed will be mainly depends on the origin of replication. This sequence is also responsible for controlling the copy number of the linked DNA. So if one wants to recover many copies of the target DNA, it should be cloned in a vector whose origin support high copy number. So if you want the high copy number of copies, then you should choose a vector which supports the high copy numbers. So selectable marker. Second one is selectable marker. In addition to origin of replication, the vector requires a selectable marker which helps in identifying and eliminating non-transformants and selectively permitting the growth of the transformants. So first of all, you should understand what is transformant. So host cell which contains the vectors are called as transformant. Markers mainly help in identifying and eliminating the non-transformants and permitting the transformants. Basically, it means that selectable markers mainly helps in identifying and eliminating transformants from the non-transformant. Normally, the genes encoding resistance to antibiotics such as ampicillin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline, or kanamycin are considered useful selectable markers for E. coli. The normal E. coli cells do not carry resistance against any of these antibiotics. These genes will help to select the recombinants over the non-recombinants. So antibiotic resistance genes such as ampicillin resistance, tetracycline resistance serve as a selectable markers mainly. Are considered as the useful selectable markers for E. coli. The next important component of cloning vector is cloning sites. These sites refers to the recognition sites for the restriction enzyme. So the cloning sites are the sites where the restriction enzyme cut the DNA. So these are the restriction and recognition sites for the restriction enzymes. So these are the sites where the restriction enzyme basically cut the DNA. Okay, cloning vector becomes completed when more than one recognition sites are present. So to link the alien DNA, the vectors needs to have few or single recognition site. Okay, for commonly used is restriction enzyme. For the cloning process to be completed, there must be one or more than one recognition sites must be present. Therefore, ligation is carried out only at the restriction site present on the antibiotic resistance. DNA ligases are the enzyme that identify and seal the breaks in the DNA. So they are carried out only in the restriction site where the antibiotic resistance is present. So they can survive in any condition and kill the other. So when a piece of a DNA is linked to the sequence, it can be made to replicate within the host, but to link the alien DNA, the vector needs to have very a few or one restriction recognition site. So recognition sites must and should be present. So therefore the ligation is carried out at the restriction site present on the antibiotic resistance gene.